All right, for more on this, Lieutenant General S.L. Narasimhan, former infantry officer, is also a senior associate and chair on India and Emerging Asia Economics at CSIS, is joining us live. Thank you so much for joining us on WION, A World is One.
Thank you very much, Hem.
Now, of course, I'm sure you must have heard, we've been hearing multiple reports of multiple blasts across Jammu and Kashmir. In Srinagar, heavy blasts in Pathankot. If you could just take us through, just for better understanding, the operational aspects of the exchange that we're witnessing at the moment, the aftermath of Operation Sindoor. And this, of course, as Pakistan continues to engage in escalatory acts and continues its indiscriminate shelling of civilian targets in India.
There are two aspects to this. Yesterday in your own channel, I had mentioned that Pakistan is likely to escalate. Because what has happened is, we attacked their terrorist camps in Pakistan. Unfortunately, they do not have any terrorist camps in India to target. So they have to target either the military installations or the civilian installations, which they have been doing. My heart goes out to Rajkumar Thapa's family, right, whose life has been lost. The thing is that this is likely to happen. This is something that we need to keep in mind. I was mentioning yesterday that Pakistan will actually increase the intensity of the reaction that comes from that side. That is number one. Number two, from now onwards, you will see, or I expect to see, that our own defensive, you yourself flashed that, there are reports coming out of Pakistan that we have targeted 3 of their air bases. We will target military targets in case they target military targets, is the understanding that we had, and that is what Foreign Secretary and everybody has been saying in the briefing. So as part of that, last evening, there was a lot of this drone attack coming on to all across the border in India. As a response, I think we must have done some kind of an action. I'm not confirming it, basically because we are waiting for the confirmation from the official sources. But it could have been an action from our side to ensure that Pakistan is kept under check.
Right.
So this is something which is likely to happen. And I'm, like you said, more and more of shelling we are likely to see. The civilians in the areas where the artillery shelling is expected to reach should be in safe places so that they don't get affected, they don't get injured or killed. So Pakistan has got no scruples on this as we know it. They will target civilians as and when they need it, and we should be careful. And our armed forces, I'm sure, are ready to face this. And any kind of offensive action that comes from Pakistan will be defended very well by our armed forces. I'm very confident of that.
Right, Lieutenant General, of course, I don't have any technical knowledge of this, that's why I'm asking you. India has demonstrated its air defense strength and preparedness. It has been responding on a proportionate and measured manner as well. We are also expecting a briefing in the South Block. But that being said, I just wanted to understand, do you think the aim is at this point to saturate India's air defenses by the Pakistani side?
I don't think they'll be able to do it. I explained this in WION yesterday. We have established a air defense grid, integrated air defense grid, wherein to tackle the drones we are using both kinetic and non-kinetic measures. In the kinetic measures, you see various weapon systems are getting used. Like for example, man-held air defense systems, man-pads, man-portable air defense systems, man-pads. Then you have various other missiles like Barak, you have Akash missile, you have S-400. These are all as per the ranges, they are all deployed. And in addition, you also find the anti-aircraft guns like Zu-23, L-70, etc. So these are all actually capable of handling the drones that are coming against us. They are deployed in a grid pattern to ensure that no area is left uncovered. So that is the integrated air defense deployment. But when the drones come in large numbers, you can't only physically harm them, physically damage them. It becomes difficult because the numbers are large. So you need to look at non-kinetic measures, which means jamming of the because drones have to be controlled from somewhere. They need to be operating in the electromagnetic spectrum. That spectrum, if it is jammed or if it is taken care of, then I think the drones also will get taken care of. So both kinetic and non-kinetic measures are being used. So I don't think they'll be able to saturate us. They will definitely put our AD system under pressure. I am sure we'll come out on tops on that.